Unofficial British Championship match between Rangers and Arsenal. Rangers, of course, Premier Division champions from last season. Arsenal, First Division champions in England. And it really is a battle of the giants tonight. Rangers currently lead the Premier Division in Scotland. The Gunners top the First Division in England. Well, earlier tonight, I spoke to the two club managers, George Graham and Graham Souness. Gentlemen, how important for both of your clubs is tonight's match?
Well, very important, obviously, taking on the Scottish champions, and being an Anglo-Scot, it would be lovely to come up here and actually win the match. So it's prestigious-wise, it's a very important match.
Graham, plenty of prestige as far as Rangers concerned?
Yeah, a lot of prestige at stake tonight. There'll be a lot of people watching this game and seeing how good we actually are. Everyone in England seems to think that the English football is a lot better than the Scottish football. It's a great chance for our lads to prove those people wrong.
It's been dubbed by some people a Battle of Britain. You hope that we're not going to see a battle tonight, obviously.
Well, it'll be very competitive, knowing Rangers, because I get all the clippings from a guy up here every week, and they're doing very well. They're top of the league, as we are. And I would think we're not playing as well as we can do, and what I've read in the papers, Rangers can actually still play better, but we're both top of the leagues, struggling on at the top. So yeah, it's going to be a very close, well-fought match tonight. But a battle, yeah, but in the right sort of sense.
You'd echo that, Graham?
Oh, of course. I mean, people haven't paid lots of money to come to this game to see a brawl out there. I mean, they've come to watch good football. There's players on both sides who are capable of performing, and hopefully tonight they will do that.
On the playing front, you don't have Ali McCoist available tonight, but you do have Mark Walters, and he plays from the start.
Well, Mark's missed a couple of games through suspension, and Alistair is missing tonight because of he's got a bit of this flu that's floating about. So we feel that he should rest tonight.
For yourself, George, you don't have Michael Thomas or Alan Smith.
Yes, Alan Smith actually got a hamstring injury, and Mickey Thomas actually did some knee ligaments. But it gives a great opportunity to play Paul Davis, who's been out for a long, long time. Very classy player, and I'll just assess how well he does after a long layoff. And Niall Quinn is playing, and Niall actually played a few weeks ago and came in and did very well. So he'll be trying to prove a point, try to retain his place in the Irish squad.
So plenty at stake. Gentlemen, thanks.
Pleasure.
But there are still 7 full internationals, 5 English and 2 Scottish, with Nigel Spackman the only uncapped Englishman in the side, apart from Mark Walters. And John Brown and Stuart Monroe retain their places, with Walters wearing McCoist's number 9. And for Trevor Steven, it's a perfect opportunity to impress the England manager Bobby Robson and force his way back into favour after being out of the side for several matches. And for Mark Walters, the chance to convince the English team boss he should be in the World Cup plans. He interrupts a 3-match domestic suspension to play tonight. And the Arsenal manager George Graham has to do without internationals Michael Thomas and Alan Smith. They're both injured, but that's still a very impressive squad, with places for Paul Davis back in midfield, Paul Merson and Niall Quinn. And David Rocastle won his first England cap while still travelling to Highbury for training by tube, but he could be one of the major talents of the World Cup in Italy. The fullback Lee Dixon is also pushing for England place, and he's opposed, of course, by Gary Stevens of Rangers and also Paul Parker, the former Stoke City player, though, growing in confidence as he matures. So the Battle of Britain begins some 7 minutes late, owing to traffic problems, and it's Arsenal who get the game underway, playing in their change strip, the yellow tops and dark blue shorts. And Rangers lining up instantly with John Brown still at left back, Stuart Monroe on the left side of midfield. There's Brown getting some help from Richard Gough. There certainly are 1 or 2 gaps in the stadium tonight among the crowd. Perhaps some latecomers still to come. And there's Chris Woods, the long clearance. Tony Adams with a head. So there's Gary Stevens. Very keen to impress the England team manager. Left him out of the match against Yugoslavia last week, preferring Paul Parker. Winterburn's header. Adams instantly under pressure there from Ian Ferguson. And the throw goes to Rangers. So there's Gary Stevens once again. There's Trevor Steven going right back to top form now, as he's moved into the centre of midfield. Stevens inside to Ferguson. Johnston calls the ball inside. Perhaps one touch too many by Johnston, but here's Stephen. Now Stevens. Johnston is flagged offside, just inside the Arsenal penalty area. So Johnston's gloves bearing testimony to the very cold evening. Referee tonight, Mr. Davy Syme from Rutherglen, who was in charge of the Dundee United Rangers match on Saturday. Quinn trying to control that, but Butcher using his physique to win possession. Here's Trevor Stephen. There's Paul Davis wearing number 4 tonight, replacing Michael Thomas and getting a great opportunity to make an impression on the Arsenal midfield after so long out of things. There's Johnston. Spackman was in the middle there. There's Monroe. And turned away by Winterburn. A good, fast, swinging attack from Rangers. Nigel Winterburn taking no chances at the back. Good ball this from Johnston after Spackman had made the opening. There was Monroe with a cross. And Winterburn turns it behind. Trevor Stephen. John Brown beaten to that by Richardson, and it's Butcher with the snapshot. Well, he certainly is very keen to do well tonight against the English champions. To prove a point, I think, about his move to Ibrox. Monroe in quickly before Dixon. Spackman losing out in the air to Davis. This is Dixon. Now Rocastle. Tackle came from Butcher. Mawson wasn't allowed to begin any run at the Rangers defence. Stephen with a pass back. Headed by Adams. There's Stevens. Ian Ferguson. The Arsenal back 4 pushing up very quickly when Rangers have possession, trying to operate the offside trap. A very clumsy challenge indeed by the Arsenal captain Tony Adams, crunching into Maurice Johnston. Offering his apology, but that's no consolation. Here was Johnston, had full control of the ball, and in came Adams, taking him from the back. In goes Butcher. Well anticipated by Marwood, that header from Ferguson. Now Winterburn. Stevens' header goes straight to Rocastle. Dixon breaking on the right. There's Quinn, tackled by Butcher. And Monroe is penalised for backing into Rocastle. A free kick to Arsenal. This certainly is dangerous with these tall men in the box, Neil Quinn in particular. Richardson over the free kick. Good running by Adams. Appeared a handball by Quinn. The referee allows play to continue. Rangers work the ball clear with Walters. And this could certainly have been dangerous for Rangers. They weren't very decisive here. An attempt by Gary Stevens going wrong, but he won it at the second attempt. And play has been stopped because referee Syme has spotted the substitution. Brian Marwood limping off. He appears to have damaged a muscle early on. So off goes Marwood, and the replacement is Perry Groves. George Graham's first signing for the club from Colchester United at the cost of just £65,000. The offside flag is up again. The referee waves that away. Insists that play continues with O'Leary in possession for Arsenal. Referee overruling the linesman. Butcher overshooting his forwards with that chipped pass. Lukic well out of his area. There's a chance for Davis. A superb finish from Paul Davis. The Rangers' defence was sliced open. Well, the first clear-cut chance of the match. It falls to Arsenal. The high ball paying off with that head flick from Quinn. Butcher couldn't reach it. Goff was out of range, and there was Davis with that deadly finish. Well, what a magnificent goal this was. Terry Butcher won't be happy about that. Didn't make the clearance. Davis just needed one look at the ball to beat Chris Woods. Oh, what a great reintroduction to the first team for Paul Davis. 27 minutes gone. Rangers go a goal behind. There's Trevor Steven. Johnston popping up on the right. Queuing up in the middle now for Rangers. Lukic wins that before it can reach Munro. Well, that appears to have picked up the pace of the match. Rangers stung by that, of course. Anxious to do something quickly. Dixon was onside, and that's the pass run through. Trevor Steven. Now Brown. Well tackled by Rocastle. Steven across to Gary Stevens. And almost beat David O'Leary with Johnston going behind him. And O'Leary looks to be in some trouble too for Arsenal. He's limping quite heavily. Here's Rocastle. Back with Richardson. Merson has come to the right flank. This is Dixon. And Merson is caught offside. And there will be another change made by Arsenal. They're going to take off David O'Leary, the Republic of Ireland international. Well, he's in the wars also, limping off with a damaged right leg. That's a hamstring. And Gus Caesar has gone on to replace him in central defence. Brown playing it through for Ferguson. Crowded out there, all those yellow jerseys. There goes Johnston, and Adams was quick. Remarkably so for one so tall. Couldn't know to bring that down. That's ominous for Rangers. Trevor Steven did well. Needs some help now and gets it from Chris Woods. Good play by Trevor Steven. Impressive start to the match. Ian Fergus has moved out to the right flank again. That's towards Johnston, but an easy one in the end for Lukic. Butcher under pressure from Merson. And Richard Goff taking that blow in the face. Well, that's a worry for Rangers. Goff just back from a severe facial injury. He fractured his cheekbone some 7 or 8 weeks ago, so Rangers will watch this carefully. Here's how it happened. Goff heading the ball away as Quinn lifted his right boot. Richard Goff looking quite concerned about that. The header of Terry Butcher falling between Quinn and Goff. Goff won it cleanly enough and took that blow from Quinn. Well, you see the damage around the right eye. A swelling developing there. Got away by Davis, only as far as Munro, and once again with Arsenal pushing out very quickly indeed. No space for the Rangers forwards. Ian Ferguson preventing Lukic from walking the ball out of his area. Quinn tangling there with Goff. A chance again for Arsenal. There's Merson. Great opportunity wasted by Merson. Arsenal could so easily have been 2 ahead. Richard Gough perhaps not fully recovered, losing out in that joust with Quinn, and Merson pulling the shot wide. So another alarming moment there for Rangers. Here's Quinn. Well, the big striker now taking some abuse from the Rangers fans. Here's Merson. Brought down by Brown, but the referee saw that as being completely accidental. Merson's not at all happy about that. Certainly appeared to be caught there by John Brown. There's Monroe with the head flick on, it's cleared. And once again, John Brown with a throw. Trevor Steven playing it forward once again. No Rangers player able to go so far forward with this flat Arsenal back four pushing forward. Davis with the header. Merson was offside. Butcher steals a yard or two for this free kick. The high ball really is a very difficult one to profit from for Rangers. Johnston certainly has got up very well indeed on a couple of occasions, but otherwise the Arsenal defensive play in the air has been very good indeed. There's Richard Gough. Little nudge there by Ferguson on Adams, right in front of referee Syme's eyes. No complaint from Ferguson about that free kick awarded to Arsenal. Commanding header there by Butcher. Johnston now to Brown. Here's Ian Ferguson trying to turn away from Caesar. Good play by Ferguson. Stevens has space now on the right, trying to find Walters. He gets a second chance. Trevor Steven lofting it in towards Ferguson. Caesar wins it, and this is Rocastle. A chance for Arsenal on the break. Well-timed tackle that by Brown. Still space on the far side for Perry Groves. Supported by Winterburn. Davis to Rocastle. Dixon pops up on the right. Misunderstanding there between Dixon and Rocastle, allowing Stuart Monroe to win possession for Rangers. Well, that was intended for Johnston. Misjudged by Brown. Davis back to Richardson. Taken down well by Stevens. Confident play by the former Everton player. Here's Groves. Tackle again by Stevens, but no problems there for Adams at the back for Arsenal. Acrobatic effort there by Steven. Here's Walters. That's for Johnston. A better pass there from Walters. And a quick piece of defending there by Caesar. He really was sharp getting back to close down Johnston. Look how quickly Gus Caesar gets to the danger point there. And Johnston took a knock. Butcher standing his ground against Quinn. Very sure-footed play by Gary Stevens. You had Merson and Groves closing in. The throw conceded by Adams. A couple of minutes remaining in the first half. First half which began very promisingly for Rangers, but they certainly appear to have difficulty at the moment getting at the Arsenal defence. Stevens, and away by Caesar. Merson towards Rocastle. It's Brown. Monroe did well despite getting a late challenge from Dixon. The referee spotted that. It's a free kick to Rangers. Will have to be taken though from the correct place. The referee's sign explaining that to John Brown. Adams goes up unchallenged. There's Monroe. So throw to Rangers. They're building up some pressure now. Ian Ferguson. This is Brown. Monroe doing well to find Spackman. Powerful play by Spackman, holding off Richardson. Spackman, Monroe, here's Stephen. Well, that's good play by Stephen, coming out of that tight corner brilliantly. Now Stevens, Caesar with a header. Brown to Gough, Merson's putting pressure on. Trevor Stephen dropping back deep once again. Too high for Ferguson. And the attacking mode breaks down for Rangers. Lukic being put under some pressure by Ian Ferguson, preventing these sorties out of his box. Header by Gough. Well, Ferguson was certainly in offside position, but Arsenal had possession for the moment. Now it's with Gary Stevens. Food for thought for Graham Souness in the director's box. His side 1 goal behind and not making much of it at the moment. And indeed there goes the half-time whistle. A half-time whistle welcomed, I'm sure, by the Arsenal players. Some concern though for Rangers after their sprightly start. They went behind to a superb goal scored by Paul Davies. A head flick on from Niall Quinn. Terry Butcher couldn't cut it off properly, and what a superb finish it was from Paul Davies. Arsenal then in command, so at half-time here at Ibrox it's Rangers 0, Arsenal 1. Second half, we made 3 changes, 3 replacements. Bonnie Ginsberg is one of them. He's replacing Chris Woods in goal. But Richard Gough has not reappeared. He took a face knock in the first half, so that may be precautionary. And John Brown also has been left in the dressing room. And the replacements for them was one of them, Tom Cowan, playing on the left side of midfield with Stuart Monroe dropping back to left back, and up front Davy Dodds has joined Maurice Johnston. Interesting fare for the England manager Bobby Robson. Butcher's header, sees it underneath that. Winterburn misses it, but Groves doesn't. There's Monroe showing his versatility in the Rangers cause once again, operating as centre-back beside Terry Butcher. Now Dodds putting more pressure on Adams with these high balls. Groves well tackled by Stevens. Challenge made by Monroe. Stephen picks up the loose ball. There's Ginsberg. And Butcher. there by Adams, misjudging the flight of the ball, trying to chest it down, but it caught his left arm. So the ball came through there, swerving and forcing Adams to use that left arm. Trevor Steven again, orchestrating things for Rangers over the set piece. It was Butcher, it was all won by Quinn. Lofted back by Monroe. There's Dodds to Johnston. There's Ian Ferguson. Stevens. Now Spackman. A fine play by Spackman and by Stevens. The back heeler goes wrong for Trevor Steven. Spackman to Butcher. Here's Walters. Spackman again. There's Gary Stevens. On the ground it goes to Ian Ferguson. Johnston for Rangers. 5 minutes into the second half, Maurice Johnston equalises for Rangers. Superbly created here. The pass not cut off by Adams. There was Ian Ferguson playing it across, and Johnston forcing the ball home with his chest. The Arsenal defenders appealing for handball against Johnston. Let's look at that again. Wrong-footed Adams, that pass from Stevens. Pulled back there by Ian Ferguson. There was Maurice Johnston. The Arsenal defenders appealing, but the referee saw nothing amiss. And just listen to the noise now inside the stadium. All the Rangers fans overjoyed about that. So difficult for a while. David Dodds too quick to move after the whistle had gone for the restart. Well, Maurice Johnston gets his 11th goal for Rangers. And makes this unofficial British Championship match all square. Nudge there by Merson on Monroe. There's Winterburn. Excellent control from Trevor Steven. Here's Walters. Hasn't shown his real ability tonight. That'll be a major disappointment to him with Bobby Robson watching. Very tightly marked, of course. There's Quinn holding off Monroe, but tackled firmly there by young Tom Cowan. 20-year-old enjoying his taste of the big time again. Richardson to Dixon. Good play by Arsenal on the right. Rocastle and Dixon linking up. And Monroe going across. Not at all pleased about the fact that the throw has gone to Arsenal. Dixon waits for Tony Adams.